Welcome to another deep dive. Today we're plunging into turmeric, that amazing golden spice, right? Everyone talks about the health benefits, but there's this paradox we need to unpack.
Yeah, exactly. You hear so much about it. And in the lab, curcumin, which is the main active bit in turmeric, it's fantastic, really potent anti-inflammatory, antioxidant. But, and this is the big but, standard curcumin, your body barely absorbs it. Seriously, very little actually gets into your bloodstream where it needs to be.
It's like having a key that doesn't quite fit the lock. So that's our mission for you today, figuring out how science is getting around this curcumin paradox to deliver, well, real benefits that last. People have asked about these 24-hour turmeric supplements, so we're going to dive into how these newer formulas are trying to make that happen.
Right. The fundamental issue is twofold. Curcumin doesn't dissolve well in water, which is, mostly what our gut environment is. And then your gut and liver break it down really, really quickly. So even if you took massive amounts of the regular stuff,
Which probably wouldn't feel great anyway.
exactly, you'd likely get an upset stomach and you still might not see detectable levels in your blood.
Okay, so more isn't better with the standard stuff. Got it. But the scientists, they're clever. What are the solutions? How are they making it work now?
Well, there are some pretty neat technologies. First, let's talk about microactive curcumin. This one uses micronization, basically grinding the curcumin down into incredibly tiny particles and puts it in a special polymer matrix.
A matrix, like a delivery system.
Sort of, yeah. It helps release the curcumin slowly over time, and the data backs it up. Clinical studies show 10 times better bioavailability compared to standard curcumin. And, importantly for this discussion, it offers a sustained release for over 12 hours.
Okay, 12 hours. That's a big jump. So not quite 24 from one dose, but maybe taking it twice a day gets you there.
Precisely. A twice-daily approach would certainly provide that round-the-clock coverage. Then there's another approach, TurmXTRA 60N. Their angle is different. They focus on making it highly water-dispersible. Think one-a-day convenience.
Water dispersible, so it mixes better in the gut.
Yeah, and absorbs more easily because of it. It's actually quite remarkable. Just a single 250 milligram a dose. It can deliver a similar amount of curcuminoids into the bloodstream as, get this, 1,575 milligrams of a standard extract.
Whoa, that's a huge difference from just 250 milligram.
It is. And what's really interesting with this one is the focus shifts a bit. It's maybe less about keeping constant levels in the blood for 24 hours and more about achieving a lasting biological effect. They have clinical trials supporting all-day benefits, like reducing pain from that single dose.
Ah, okay, that's a key distinction, isn't it? The effect lasts even if the compound itself isn't constantly floating around in the blood for 24 hours straight. Does that really work?
It seems to. The body's complex, Sometimes triggering the right pathways gives you a benefit that outlasts the physical presence of the molecule itself. It suggests a deeper cellular impact.
Fascinating. Okay, and there's one more major player we should mention, right? Meriva. I hear that one a lot.
Oh, absolutely. Meriva is probably the most clinically studied of these enhanced technologies. It uses something called phospholipids.
Phospholipids. Those are fats, like in cell membranes.
Exactly like that. They basically wrap the curcumin in these fatty molecules, creating a sort of delivery vehicle that our gut cells recognize and absorb much more easily. And the result? A 29-fold increase in absorption compared to standard curcumin.
29. That's incredible.
It really is a massive leap. Now, the standard half-life for Meriva, how long it takes for half of it to leave your system, is around 6 or 7 hours. But some brands, Thorne is one example, offer sustained release versions of Meriva. They're designed for longer action, though. Full disclosure, we didn't find specific 24-hour pharmacokinetic data for that exact sustained release version in our sources.
Right, so several different strategies, tiny particles with slow release, making it water-friendly, using fats for better uptake, all aiming for that sustained effect.
Exactly. But, with great power comes great responsibility, as they say. Or rather, with great bioavailability comes, a need for more caution.
Ah, good point. What should people be aware of?
Well, back in June 2023, the Australian TGA, that's their Therapeutic Goods Administration, put out a safety alert. It highlighted a rare but serious risk of liver injury linked to turmeric supplements, especially these enhanced absorption ones. So if you have any liver issues already, or if you start taking one and notice symptoms like, yellowing skin or eyes, dark urine, you need to stop and see a doctor right away.
Okay, that's really important safety info. Anything else on the caution front?
Definitely interactions. Curcumin can potentially interact with blood thinners like warfarin, also some diabetes medications. It might affect hormone-sensitive conditions too. The bottom line is, especially with these potent forms, talk to your doctor or pharmacist before you start taking it, particularly if you're on other meds or have underlying conditions.
Always good advice. And since these are supplements, not drugs, quality control can be an issue too, right?
Huge issue. The market isn't regulated in the same way. So you really want to look for products that have been tested by a third party. Look for seals like NSF or USP on the label. That gives you some assurance that what's supposed to be in the bottle is in the bottle, and that it's free from contaminants, things you definitely don't want. Like, believe it or not, toxic industrial dyes sometimes found in cheaper, untested products.
Wow. Okay. So wrapping this up, the whole idea of a 24-hour turmeric is maybe more nuanced than the name suggests. A single pill might not keep the actual curcumin molecule in your blood for 24 hours straight.
Right. But these advanced technologies, Microactive, TurmXTRA, Meriva, they can deliver lasting biological effects that cover that kind of time frame, either through sustained release or by triggering longer-lasting cellular actions.
So when you're choosing, it's not just about finding the highest dose or the biggest absorption number.
Not at all. You need to understand the technology behind it, how it claims to achieve its duration, and crucially consider your own health. Check for those safety flags, potential interactions.
It really brings it back to personalized choices. So thinking about all this stuff, the paradox, the clever solutions, the safety points, what stands out most to you? How might this change how you look at turmeric supplements next time you see them on the shelf? Lots to consider. Until our next deep dive, keep exploring, keep asking questions, and keep learning.